Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Deepings Lions Facebook page. It's the Deepings Lions virtual duck race today, and I thought I'd just jump on here and chat to our errant lion, Rory. Now, Rory, thank you, Rory. Rory went off on a world tour this week. I know he got to as far as New Zealand because my mate posted to me that he'd seen him out there. Where else did you get to then, Rory?
Well, I've been all over. I went on Ethiopian Airlines, Lion Airways. We went to New Zealand first to see my mate Leo, and then we popped over to see Sydney in Australia, and then I came back via Russia to see Leningrad. So we've had a busy week, Guy.
But you were a naughty lad, mate, weren't you? You were supposed to keep in contact with me, but for 2 days you went AWOL. Were you out in the Serengeti with Zimba from the Lion King, or having a tour? Or?
I was just checking the food store because, down in quarantine, you have to make sure you've got plenty of food about. But no, Zimba's fine. And I met the Lion King a few times, and we've had a whale of a time, really. It's been really good catching up with old mates. But I've also been busy painting numbers on the bottom of ducks. I've been doing some plastic surgery, so we've got all the duck numbers for the race.
Should it have been whale of a time or a duck of a time?
Well,
or quacking time?
I've had a quacking time, Guy. An absolutely quacking time.
So what's all this virtual duck race thingy about? I know what it's about. Let's tell everybody else. Why do we do it?
Well, basically, because of this pandemic, I don't have to go into isolation. That's why I can pause for thought and take everything in its stride. Basically, we thought, because everybody in the Deepings enjoys the duck race, why don't we do a virtual one instead today? So I've been on a world tour. I've been driving fire engines and all sorts of things to get noticed. And we thought we'd do a virtual race, which is being broadcast live this afternoon from 2 p.m, with all proceeds going to Sense, a fantastic charity that look after deaf-blind people.
Yeah, for those that are watching in, if you watch the ticker tape going across the screen, you see the link to the Facebook page and a link to Sense, I think. I'll also drop that in the comments. So from my research, Rory, I think we could possibly be running the first ever virtual duck race in the world.
Well, I think we are, Guy. I think we are. We had the Grand National organisers on early in the year to see how we could do it. And their event was a pilot, really, for the Deepings Lion world famous first ever virtual duck race. So fingers crossed for a great race this afternoon.
Yeah, I've just dropped a link into the comments for those watching on Facebook, and we're also live out on YouTube at the moment, which is a link through to the Facebook page for the club. So at 2 o'clock, if you want to go over there with the aid of DSL Productions, we're going live there for a 2-hour extravaganza. It's all going to be emceed by DJ Funky Fossil. But what else can we expect to see in this 2-hour extravaganza then, Rory?
Well, there's some Zumba dancing, so I'm getting myself ready for that. A bit of Zumba dancing. We've got a Punch and Judy man. He's coming on as well. We've got all sorts of live poetry. And the big thing, we're going to name Eric the duck. Eric is a giant duck and he needs a name. So we're announcing the winner of his name. So that's good. There's all sorts of things. Music, song, dance, escapades. It'll be a fun-filled 2 hours, Guy.
Right, I'm a bit confused here, Rory. If you've just called him Eric, has he not already got a name?
No, well, you see, Eric is one of...
Or is that just a project code name?
No, Eric is one of the giant duck's mates, but he's been nameless from last year when he appeared on the Welland. So Eric thought it'd be a really good idea if he could give his mate a name. And so we've had a Name the Giant Duck competition. And we've had all sorts of fantastic entries. Some, I must admit, are a bit near the knuckle, like Crispy. But we've had some good ducks. James Pond was one of the ones that I particularly liked. There's all sorts of names, and that's being judged this afternoon on the live broadcast.
Great. I've not seen the list myself, but I favour being a bit of a home cooked Peking duck, to be honest. But
that's a good one. I'll put that in as a late entry.
No. Well, unless Christine's done it, because she bought all our ducks. So remind me, who we supporting this year?
We're supporting Sense. Sense is the charity that looks after people with complex difficulties, predominantly deaf-blind, but it enables them to fulfill their potential and to enjoy as many experiences as possible. We have a local centre here in the Deepings, but the National Charity Sense have got behind us, but the proceeds are going to the local outfit in Church Street in Market Deeping, which is great. So Eric's still practicing his Peking duck.
Oh, boom, boom, tish, boom. Right. So how can people still help us out?
Well, you can still help us out by going to justgiving.com. If you go to justgiving.com and search Deepings Lions, you'll see the Just Giving site there, which is standing just shy of £1,600 at the moment. And we want to make a target of £2,000. So if you can come and help us smash that today, that would be fantastic. And then I don't have to go on another virtual world tour till next year.
Yeah, I've also dropped the link through to those that are watching. So I'll just drop a link through in the comments, which if you click on that will take you straight to the page, so you don't have to do search bit. Now, where you going, Rory?
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get my hashtag in.
You got a bit more hair. You got a bit more hair on the top of your head than I have. Yeah. So what's that you're holding up there?
It says it's the hashtag Duck Race 2020. Many ways to join in the fun.
Yeah, right. I'll explain what that is. I'm going to be sat around my computers this afternoon, and we would really love it if those of you that are having parties at home or tuning in to watch can use that hashtag on your comments, post some pictures, or it can be on any of the, it can be on Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or the Facebook page, on your Facebook page. I will do the searching of that, and I will try and have a bit of an interaction with you and share those pictures. It's the hashtag Race 2020 is just a way that we can track what everybody's doing, and you can interact with everybody else in the Deepings who's watching. The other thing you can do is if you come into the live later, please do share and tag friends. The more people we can get watching this around the Deepings and beyond, and even through the world. I know it's the night time in some places in the world. It'd be great. It just means that we got a better chance of reaching our target of 2K for our local Sense unit. What are you up to?
I'm getting the Zumba dancing this afternoon. I'm warmed up.
Have you been on the Lion bars this morning with all that chocolate give you all the energy?
It does. That's exactly right. Staple diet, that is. Besides,
in the great BBC tradition, there are other chocolate bars available. We don't want to be seen as supporting one brand over another.
No, I eat every type of chocolate.
Yeah, you can't beat a bit of chocolate, mate. Well, you can do a bit of curry in my case. So, yeah, 2 o'clock this afternoon, live on the Deeping Lions Club Facebook page. You'll see all the fun for 2 hours. There's plenty going on for all the family. I believe Rory's got a spot. We've got, I think we've got some poetry, haven't we, Rory?
Yes, we have lots of poems, good poems from the heart.
What else we got? We got the fire brigade getting involved, the Deeping Fire Station. I think we got Rachel B is doing some singing. I'm a bit confused what she's doing. I thought it was 40s. The last post I see from our subcommittee leader was she was doing jazz. So I don't quite know. So I think it's
a fantastic singer.
Yeah, so she's going to do a medley of songs from, shall we say, the 40s era, from the Great British Songbook and American Songbook, probably.
Yeah, the Lion King.
Yeah. What else we got? Oh, we got for the little ones, gather them around in front of your tablet, or you can broadcast it to your big screen TV or your laptop. We've got Professor Diamond doing a Punch and Judy show. Rory mentioned we got the Zumba. I'm trying to think what else we got. I'm sure there's
duck name competition.
Yeah, name
and
the duck.
Most important of all, guys, the virtual duck race.
And yes, it's a shame that, because it's my 1 year that I normally go up and down a canoe, and if you're in certain places most years, there is a very good chance, and most years when we're doing it as a physical event, you see me get wet. But hey ho, I can stay dry this year. But once again, we're very lucky with the weather. But just so get your barbies out, get your steaks out, get your veg kebabs, get them all going, get your paddling pool, get your plastic ducks on the paddling pool, get your kids playing, get making. You can see there's a big cutout duck behind Rory. So you can be making that, painting that, doing all sorts of duck related events for 2 hours between 2 and 4 p.m. today. And please do take some pictures and please do share using that hashtag DuckRace2020. Thanks again for watching. I think that's it. You got anything else to say, Rory?
Roar!
That's a bit. Can we do something a bit better than that? That's a bit on a. I think you had enough Weetabix this morning. That's a bit better. Right, so thank you for all those who are watching. Please do post comments in there if you've seen us live or if you can see us on a replay. We would love to interact with you. And once again, we're doing this all to support our local Sense centre, and we've got the link to the Just Giving page is on the comments in both YouTube and Facebook. Please, if you can, we know people are struggling at this time, but if you've got a bit of loose change and you can spare it, we would love to have it to help Sense. That's it. Thank you, Rory, for joining me. And that's it for Deepings Lions Duck Race 2020. See you all live on a Facebook page at 2 p.m. Thanks very much.